after school, but you must have run out the minute the bell rang.
I just didn't want to see anybody.
What's wrong?
I just got the worst report card of my entire life.
You are kidding me. I just got the best report card of my entire life. Daddy's gonna be so proud of me. He was really upset about my last report card. And the one before that one. And the one before that one. And the one before that one.
I don't get it. I had never seen a grade like this before. When I first saw it, I thought it was a typo.
Boy, who would have thought? Like, I mean, here you are, the bookworm, and here I am, me. And I get a great report card. I guess this is what they call ironing.
Ironing?
Yeah, you know, it's that thing where you think something's gonna be something and then it turns out to be something else. You know, ironing?
No. Ironing is where you take that heavy metal thing with the steam in it and make your wrinkled clothes flat.
Then what am I talking about?
I have no idea. Isn't that ironic?
Just when you think you've settled down and you feel like you're almost home.
Just when the wheels stop spinning round, love sneaks in with a plan of its own. Love comes in unexpected places. Life turns in unexpected ways. I swear we laugh at these days. Love comes in unexpected places. Life turns in unexpected ways.
Just when you think you're alone,
Baby, we're almost home. Maybe we're almost home.
maybe we're almost home.
So you really got a bad report card, huh?
There are letters on it I've never seen before.
No problem. Not to brag or anything, but I do have some experience in this area. Okay, so here's what you do. When you hand your mother the report card to sign, just make sure that your thumb is covering the worst grade. Then if you can, just apply your pointer finger to the second worst grade and then just slip that baby finger up around there and cover up that third worst grade.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm disappointed in you, Mary Sue. Get off my back.
What's the problem, kids?
He's picking on me about my report card, and I got all E's, which means excellent. You did not. Tell Mama what you got in conduct. E-. Now tell her why. All right, if you must know, I ate paste.
Oh, Mary Sue, I thought we were over this paste thing.
Didn't I tell you if you felt yourself slipping to call me and I'd talk you through it? I'm sorry. I was under a lot of pressure on arts and crafts. It won't happen again. Now you're in denial. Just stand up and say, "Hi, my name is Mary Sue, and I eat paste."
Come on, Dad, say something funny.
Gregory, turn that thing off.
Dad, that's not funny. Now, if your pants fell down when you said it and a dog bit you on your butt, that would be funny.
Gregory, what are you doing?
I'm trying to tape some funny stuff and send it to America's funniest eyewitness camera.
That stupid TV show?
Hey, not so stupid. Grand prize is $10,000.
I can eat paste. Come on, Mary Sue, you can do it. One day at a time.
Daddy, guess what?
Does it involve another boy with something pierced?
No, Daddy, this is a good thing. It's my report card.
Just a minute, honey. Hello?
Dorothy Jane, did you get a report card today, too?
Yes, Mama?
You usually show it to me the minute you get home from school.
It's usually better than this.
No, Mrs. Torkelson, don't be too hard on her. Look, I'm sure she tried her best. Guess the big city school's a lot tougher than Hooterville High.
This day just gets worse and worse.
Molly, they've got me on hold. What was that about your report card?
Oh, well,
Sorry, they're back.
Well, come on, let's see it. It can't be that bad. Dorothy Jane, you got 2 B's.
See, B's are good.
And the rest are A's.
Now, you see that. The restaurant. What? The rest are all A's? 2 B's. You got 2 B's, and you think that that's bad? I just never got a B before. You disgust me.
Okay, Molly, let's see that great report card of yours.
Did I say great? It's not quite as great as it was a minute ago.
Come on. See. Molly, move your thumb. You got a D in English.
Yeah, but see, I got a B here, too.
Yeah, in driver's ed.
No, I would have gotten an A if I hadn't backed over one of those stupid little orange cones.
Your teacher dropped you a whole grade just for backing over a cone?
Did I mention he was holding it at the time?
Molly, honey, explain something to me, will you? How could you possibly get a D in English? It's a language you speak on an almost daily basis.
Yeah, but Dad, you're forgetting the B that I got, too. Look, I just thought you'd be really proud of me. I haven't gotten a B in a long time.
Yeah, but you got it in driver's ed. I mean, come on, Molly. English, driver's ed, which subject is more important?
This is one of those trick questions, isn't it?
Molly, come on. You're no dummy. You're a bright girl. I know you can do better than this.
Why should I? I come home with a B and you put it down just because it's in driver's ed. Next time I'll come home with a B in English and they'll say, oh, it's just English.
Molly, there's no comparison between driver's ed and English.
Fine. So I'm driving along and I say, hey, officer, sorry I ran over those 4 people, but how about that Moby Dick?
Molly, that kind of attitude is not going to help. And after your last report card, you promised me you were going to work harder and show me you could do better.
And I thought that I did until Dorothy Jane the Brain came along with all of her A's.
Hey, please leave me out of this. I'm gonna go upstairs and study.
See? She gets B's and she's going to study more. What does that tell you?
But she needs to get a life. Look, I did the best that I could, I swear.
I'm sorry. I just don't believe that.
Well, I'm sorry, too. Like, I thought that for once you'd be proud of the report card that I brought home, but no, nothing I do is ever good enough for you.
Molly. What's that look?
No look, nothing.
No, I recognize that. You pathetic excuse for a father look. What did I do this time?
Well, don't you think you were a little rough on Molly?
No, you're the one who's always telling me I'm too easy on my kids, and then when I get a little tough, you tell me to loosen up.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is I don't think it's fair to compare one child to another.
I wasn't comparing. I was just trying to foster some healthy competition and give Molly something to shoot for.
Well, I think it's demoralizing. Makes kids feel inferior, like they're being judged all the time.
Well, people are being judged all the time out in the real world.
All the more reason they shouldn't be judged in their own home.
Well, what do you call what you're doing to me right now?
I am not judging you. I am criticizing you.
Okay, Chucky Lee, the refrigerator is all set. We'll wait outside, and the next person that opens his door will get an ice cream pie right in the face, and I will get $10,000 and some lovely parting gifts.
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't do this. It is kind of mean.
That's why it's funny. Haven't you ever seen America's Funniest Eyewitness Camera? They love it when people get hurt, humiliated, degraded. Maybe I should just videotape one of my dates. Hey, Chucky Lee, would you, get me a soda?
Oh, sure. Wait a minute.
Just trying to make you a star, kid.
Don't do me any favors, bucko.
Daddy, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, Molly. You want some milk?
No, thanks. Look, I know you've been kind of upset with me since you saw my report card last week.
No, not upset, Molly. Disappointed. I just don't feel that you've been applying yourself.
And you're right. I haven't been applying myself. So I thought a lot about what you said, and I've been trying to do better. Here.
What's this?
It's a book report. It's on Pride and Prejudice.
You read a book? Oh, Molly, this is really good. A keen sense of social satire. Sparkling comedy of manners. Oh, Molly, I'm impressed. This is very well written.
Yeah, well, I looked up stuff.
A B? You got a B? Oh, Molly, that's wonderful. I see what you can do when you try.
Thanks, Daddy. Look, I just wanted to show you that I really am trying harder.
Oh, I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you, sweetheart. Mrs. Torkelson, take a look at this book report Molly did.
Molly read a book?
Oh, look, Mrs. Torkelson doesn't want to see a stupid old book report.
Oh, sure I do. Pride and Prejudice. That's Dorothy Jane's favorite book.
Yeah, I know. That's where I got the idea to read it. See, the Pride part was good, but that Prejudice, that just blew me away.
She got a B.
Yes, I see. Well, congratulations, Molly.
Isn't that something what a little competition can do to motivate a child, Mrs. Torkelson?
Uh-huh. It sure is something, all right.
Okay, well, I'm just going to take that book report and go now.
What's that, Mama?
It's a book report that Molly did.
Molly read a book.
Anybody want juice?
Look, I'll just take that now.
What does prejudge mean?
That's Prejudice. What are you reading?
Molly's book report.
Let me see that.
Look, I'll just take that and I'll be on my way. How about that?
Gee, Molly, I didn't know you'd read Pride and Prejudice. What'd you think of it?
Oh, you know, it made me proud. It made me prejudiced. Excuse me, I really gotta go.
You know, Dorothy Jane, being around you has really been a positive influence on Molly. You should take some credit for that grade.
Maybe I'll do just that, Mr. Morgan. Thank you.
Gee, my daughter is getting B's. How do you like that? Oh, listen, Mrs. Torkelson. If you need any help with any parenting problems, please feel free to ask.
Look, Mr. Morgan, about that book report of Molly's.
Yeah, I know. It's really not necessary to apologize for criticizing me.
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
I can't figure this out. It should have worked. It would have been so funny. Oh, no. No. I've seen this in every Three Stooges movie ever made. It doesn't work a dozen times, and I open it, and boom, get it right in the face.
Don't be ridiculous, Gregory. Obviously, you set it up wrong.
Chuck, oh, here's a problem.
Molly, don't you have something you want to say to me?
Yeah, can you keep it down? I'm trying to read here.
Oh, a magazine. Fresh out of books?
Look, I know you might be a little upset with me because I borrowed your book report on Pride and Prejudice.
Borrowed it? You stole my book report.
Oh, I meant to borrow it. See, I just took it to see how you write a real book report. But once I saw it, I realized that there's no way I could do it, so I just kind of
Copied it word for word.
Not word for word. Like, I changed the date and then I put my name on it.
Yes, but all the other words in this are mine, and you got a B? I got an A on this book report. How could you get a B?
Well, my hand got tired, so I just left out page 4.
You are unbelievable. I worked really hard on this book report. I had to write a rough draft, then I rewrote that, then I polished it. Do you have any idea how long that took me?
6 weeks?
Well, no, a couple of hours. But even so...
Dorothy Jane, look, it would take me at least 3 months to just read Pride and Prejudice. So I figured, why should both of us waste our time on a book that probably no one's even heard of anyway?
Molly, don't you understand? What you did was cheating.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
That's the only way of looking at it.
God, I knew that you wouldn't understand. That school comes so easy to you. I was so proud of my B in driver's ed, and then you came along with all your A's. I can't compete with you, Dorothy Jane.
I never asked you to.
No, but my dad did. Like, he thought that I was a total failure until I came along with that book report.
But it's not your book report.
So what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
Hi, girls.
Mr. Morgan?
Dinner's almost ready. And Molly, I just want to tell you again how proud I am. That book report was really something. I'm sorry, Dorothy Jane, you wanted to tell me something?
We'll be down in a minute.
Honey, what are you doing up so late?
Couldn't sleep. Thought I'd get a little snack.
Something on your mind?
No, nothing. Everything couldn't be better.
So there's nothing bothering you care to talk about? Other than the fact you're gonna weigh 400 pounds in the morning?
There might be one thing. See, there's this girl.
Do I know her?
Yes, but you always told me it's not right to tell tales on a person. So for now, let's just say that she lives in the same house as me, and we'll call her Molly.
Okay.
Well, this Molly person cheated off this friend of mine.
Do I know her?
You knew her when she was a sweet, naive, innocent type. Now she's a late-night cheesecake eater with murder on her mind.
Ooh. Well, before she commits this murder, maybe she should consider what drove Molly to cheat off her in the first place.
What difference does it make? Her father's real proud of her. So I guess she'll be cheating off me for the rest of her life.
So being a good student's real important to her.
No, she doesn't seem to care a whole lot about that.
And what does she care about?
She cares about her father being proud of her, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So maybe Molly finds herself in this new situation where she lives in this house with this girl.
Do I know her?
Her identity isn't important. What is important is that all her life her mother's been very proud of her. So she's never felt the need to steal a book report to make a good grade. Now, that doesn't make it right. But before you end her life, maybe you should stop and consider Molly's motivations.
You went down there and you told my father the truth, didn't you?
I talked to him.
Now he's gonna give me some big, horrible punishment.
Molly, if you just
It's like sending me away to military school.
I know
Where all the uniforms are gray, a color that I really, really hate.
Molly, he's not.
He's not. Oh my God, it's worse, isn't it? He's gonna put me in a convent.
Don't be
where they have ways of teaching beautiful young girls not to cheat and steal.
Molly, he won't.
He won't? You mean it's worse than a convent? Come on, tell me what can be worse than a convent?
I understand why.
Oh my God! A military convent! Nuns with guns.
You're out of your mind.
How could you do this to me?
But I didn't do.
My life was perfect until you got here.
Look, I've tried to be reasonable. Okay, I tried enough.
Squealer.
Jeez.
Well, it was perfect.
Something you'll never be.
Never be as boring as you.
And I never want to be as vapid as you.
Wait a minute. What'd you call me?
Trust me, it's bad.
I thought so. This will teach you not to squeal to my father.
But I didn't.
You didn't?
No. That's what I've been trying to tell you, but you haven't let me get in a word.
Why didn't you tell him?
Because you're gonna tell him.
I'm gonna do what?
Right after you do your own book report.
That's really funny, Dorothy Jane. Really funny. All right. Now, where's Gregory in the hidden camera?
Molly, don't you want your father to know that you can do it yourself?
That's the point. I can't do it by myself. I got a D in English.
Sure you can do it. Look, you read books, don't you? Let me put it another way. You have read a book, haven't you?
Of course I've read a book. You know, I think it's still in there somewhere. Here it is.
How about a book that doesn't have Fabio on the cover?
Look, I'm sorry, but that's the kind of books that I like. If you want to make fun of me, go right ahead.
No. You like romance novels. That's okay. Try this story on for size. There's this orphan girl named Jane who lives with her nasty old aunt. Then one day, she meets this hunk, Edward Fairfax Rochester, the master of Thornfield Hall. Jane and Edward fall in love. But on their wedding day, Jane discovers that Edward has a deep, dark secret.
What? Come on, tell me, what is the secret?
To find that out, you have to read the book. called Jane Eyre, and every romance novel ever written was based on it.
I cannot read all this. Say, did you ever happen to do a book report on
Molly. Don't you understand that by cheating on that book report, the person you're really cheating is yourself? And what happens when you have to do another one? What, are you going to steal again?
Not from you.
Well, sooner or later, you're going to have to start to do your own work. Why not start now? If you want your father to be proud of you, then you have to at least try.
I don't know which is going to be harder. Reading this book or telling my dad that I cheated.
Well, either way, your lips will be moving. Right, Molly?
Hi, Mrs. Torkles.
Hey.
It's quiet. Where is everybody?
Let's see. Gregory's playing basketball. Mary Sue's having dinner at Lizzie's. Chucky Lee's watching TV, and the girls are upstairs studying.
The girls are studying. Oh, music to my ears. Must have something to do with that healthy competition I fostered.
Mr. Morgan, I'm not sure you know all the facts.
You just hate to admit that I was right and you were wrong, don't you?
Yeah, that must be it.
But, Daddy, can I talk to you? Oh, you're busy. I can come back.
No, I'm not busy.
Well, I can come back anyway.
I think I have something to do in the other room.
No, Mrs. Torkelson, it's okay. You should probably hear this, too.
What is it, sweetheart?
Look, Dad, I have something to show you. It's a book report.
Another one?
Yeah.
Good for you. Jane Eyre. Molly, you read Jane Eyre?
It's a great book, Daddy.
Yeah, I know. I read it. It's got a whole lot of people in it. The crazy wife in the attic is really scary. Molly.
You like it, Daddy?
I gotta be honest with you, Molly. I don't think you put as much effort into this one as the last one.
Well, actually, I put a whole lot more effort into this one.
What are you talking about? How could that be?
Look, I just wanted to make you proud of me. And I couldn't do it by myself, so Dorothy Jane helped me. Look, the only thing is that she didn't know that she was helping me at the time. The other book report was Dorothy Jane's, and I just copied it.
Oh, Molly.
Look, I just didn't want to let you down again, Daddy. This one I did all by myself. Look, I'm sorry, Daddy, but I did the best that I could. Look, just face it, I'm average. You could compare me to Dorothy Jane all you want, but I'm never going to be as smart as she is.
If you did your best, then I'm very, very proud of you. You're way above average.
You know, I still cannot figure out why I only got a C.
Well, your dad read Jane Eyre. Maybe he could help you.
Thank you, Mrs. Torkles.
You're welcome, Mr. Morgan.
Well, sweetheart, let's look at your opening sentence now here. Call me crazy, but I really like this book.
Problem.